Stevenson, the Wichita State transfer. Duarte now his second season with the Ducks. He was the JUCO National Player of the Year before heading to Eugene. He was brilliant last year. As Bay goes to the bench. Right is left open. Here's his chance for a second, but it's another air ball. He hit one in the early minutes of the game. Now, to your point, and Folly Dante should be a true freshman. Instead, he's a sophomore. Stevenson short front iron. Here's Duarte, a couple of empty possessions for the Dogs.
Hits a steal, hits another three. You cannot turn the ball over against the Ducks. You might as well just consider it an assist for them.
30 seconds ago, Chris Duarte had no points. 30 seconds later, he has 6.
And that's why he's the Pac-12 Player of the Week and finished up the game with 27 points against Colorado.
Comes back, gets a rebound, gets clubbed across the chops, and the foul's going to be on Brandon. Glad to have you with us here on a Saturday night from Salt Lake City.
And there you see him trying to get a post up for Timmy Allen.
Duarte with another rebound.
Timmy only needs 2 points to get 1,000 points for his career.
Rylan Jones, not a big contributor in points, but boy, some of his assists tonight have been beautiful. The fire three.
He's a coach's son, you know, so he knows how to play the game, how the game is.
Right in the paint.
5 points.
Bonnie Green, the only Husky with more than 3 points. Looks like gave up an open shot. Raekwon Battle touched every square inch of the iron, couldn't get it to drop.
To figure that out as conference goes along.
And as Larry Krastoviak told us on our call with him, they're just happy to be playing.
Yeah, he was very positive. He was very positive. He said the next 4 games that they play right here.
Slow things down, set up the offense. Jantanen up top, drives, kicks to Timmy Allen. He looks. Ducks closing out a lot faster in this half than they did in the first half. Rylan Jones with a beautiful fake, wide open for 3. Can't get it to with the coronavirus, both men and women's program shut down. That ball was taken away by Riley Batten as he went over the top of Chandler Lawson. Lawson back in the game where he picked up 2 quick fouls early in the game.
Huskies with 21 seconds left, down by 1. Roberts head of steam. Roberts loses the handle, and it's an Oregon ball. Last touch, Nate Roberts.
He did play soccer.
Schwartz trying to use contact. Couldn't get it to go. Then Duarte with a nice defensive play against Batty. Batty fights for it back.
Turn the ball over. They're gonna make you pay. You know, Utah's one of the best teams as far as taking care of the basketball. They start the half off with 2 turnovers right off the bat.
Rylan Jones will try to settle the Utes, who had a 10-point lead at half. 5 of that has already been taken away by the Ducks, who seem to be more pop in their step for Coach Altman. Double team coming again. That one almost picked off. Batten gets it. It's a 24-second shot clock violation. Chris Duarte now with 16 points. He's 2 points shy of his season average. Carlson goes underneath. Ball knocked away. It'll stay with Utah.
Getting to the rim and finishing.
He just seems to see the court really well.
He kind of puts you in the mind of an Avery Bradley.
Okay.
Back when he was at Texas.
Okay.
You know, I think he absolutely has a chance at the next level.
Larson and Duarte, good matchup there. Timmy Allen way out top, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Allen drives the lane, kicks it over to Carlson. And boy, I think he thought he was going to get hacked. The big man went up and...
1-2-2 just to delay. Sometimes it's an aggressive. This is the passive one. They go back usually to their matchup zone out of this 1-2-2 press.
Jamal Bay brings it across. Has it deflected. And Folly Dante picks it up and gets fouled.
Well, that's the spot right there. It's careless right there.
So no and 1 for Wright, and Wright turns it over.
That's a tough inbounds pass there.
Turned over by the Buffs. Lawson for 2 and a foul.
That in retrospective here of like, okay, how do we get a great shot every single time and how do we handle their pressure?
Well, they turn it over right there. Duarte comes back with it and puts it in for 2.
That's what they're going to look to do here down the stretch.
It's with an 8-point lead here. Under 16 to play in the first half from Salt Lake City. Timmy Allen got stuck on the baseline. Good defense by the Ducks. Here comes Chris Duarte running the show for Oregon.
They can't allow the Utes to shoot 67% from the field again in this half and expect to win.
Ducks were on an 8-game winning streak before we went to Boulder. Certainly do not want to get a 2-game losing streak as they head back to Eugene tonight. There's miscommunication there as Pelle Larsson threw it at the feet of Timmy Allen. And underway here in the second half. What do the Ducks have to do offensively and defensively to not only clamp down on Timmy Allen, but get their offense in more sync?
They have to go to Omarui. They have to get him going. He's their leading scorer, 18 points a game. He finishes the half. Really good job having active hands.
Rylan Jones drives. That ball knocked away. He hits the deck. Here comes Chris Duarte. Doesn't have the numbers. Thought about it. Jump step. Euro goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the green and gold.
Like a 2-3, just changes the shape depending on the offensive configuration.
Trying to set up a pick and roll instead. Wright hunts his second. It's an air ball. Contact made, but no whistle. Never drew iron. 4 to shoot is
Shorts with 6. Guarded by Duarte, and an offensive foul against the Buffs.
Here in the first half, Oregon coming off a loss at Boulder where they have just been unable to find a victory, 0-10 at Colorado, and so they are looking to get back to their winning ways after going on an 8-0 run during the season. That was their first loss in 8 games. Duarte has yet to take a shot for the Ducks as they cut it down to 7. And this was the story Thursday against the Buffaloes in Boulder. They came out flat, the Ducks did, and Colorado put it on them early on and just kind of took the wind out of their sails. And of course they closed the game out nicely as well when the Ducks got it down to 3 or 4 points with just a minute or 2 to play. Knocked away, Ducks come away with it. Out in front, and Figueroa, who's carrying a lot of weight. Coach, you know, defense always leads to good offense.
Absolutely, especially with this team. They are excellent in transition once they get the ball back after and already with 15 minutes left in the game, Utah has 9 turnovers.
almost the entire first half for the Ducks.
And they haven't been able to get somebody in there to knock it down. I thought Omarui was going to be the guy.
Hardy gets it blocked by Duarte, rather. Figueroa.
That's really good defense by Quade Green, and then he loses the ball out of bounds. He got in position. Altman's Ducks.
Hey, man, that head of hair comes into your living room. You can't say no to that. Duarte has to go right off his face. Raekwon battle with the left hand. This game was just a 2-point Oregon lead.
33-31. Look at it since then, Aaron.
It was roughly 2.5 to play in the first half as Pryor picks it off.
Freshman mistake.
Stevenson the trailer, 3 in transition.
And they need to pick up their defense more than anything.
LJ Figueroa off the deflected pass cuts the Utes lead 12-9 there from Brandon Carlson, the 7-footer, after that big block on Figueroa, starting to feel himself a little bit.
Yeah, he did a really good job of changing Lawson's shot right there. And then you see Chris Duarte do his job. Plays the passing lane and finishes with the dunk in transition.
Figueroa just came back from the locker room for the Ducks, but he was still hobbling. So I'm sure he got a retape job, but it does not look like he's at full strength. Beautiful lead pass. Janssen drives, swatted away, and great trailing defense by Williams as he makes mention to something on the Utes bench again, and Timmy Allen corrals it for Utah.
You just gotta love the hustle from Eric Williams.
It's a gift for the Huskies. Roberts posting. Backing down Dante. And right through the fingertips, a high pass. Pryor couldn't hold on. Duarte corrals it and is able to put it through.
Quick, and he's stronger than you think.
Had a good performance against Seton Hall. Here's a turnover. Duarte, 2-on-1. Figueroa the flush.
Thank you, Dylan. We brag on you, and you do something good right there on the defensive improve. And Foley played, I think, 15 games last year, 12 games for the Ducks. 12 games is all he played. Only 19 years old in October. That's a big miss right there for Duarte.
Hardy pushing, Hardy hanging, and he kicks it to go through.
For the Ducks, who now close it to 2 points. 14-12 early here in the ball game. A steal, and the Ducks are out and moving. Duarte, can he make it 2 in a row? Yes, he can.
And that's where they really, really hurt you. Comes down, he hits the threes, but Duarte's just as dangerous. And he does a great job on both ends of the floor.
Figueroa, I'd be okay with that the way he's playing tonight, especially in these last 5 minutes. Rylan Jones, just a sophomore, point guard for the Utes. Pelle Larsson driving, kicking. Timmy Allen wide open for 3. Can't hit it. Ball in the air. Ducks come away with it momentarily. Lawson corrals it. Estrada. Duarte thought he was going to get an alley-oop. Up and in and one.
This kid, he continues to impress me. He'll finish through contact. Right there, you see he set his feet, felt the contact, and still had the focus to finish.
Duarte patiently going to the rim. Thank you for joining us. Jacob Toby alongside Katie Wingy. Duarte took his time, set his feet, and knocks it down.
He wins. Baskets, and the Ducks race out, the Utes race out to a 9-2 lead. Oregon's offense is just non-existent so far.
And you gotta give Coach Krzysztofiak credit because he put the defensive lineup.
Chris Duarte with the ball, matched up now with Ian Martinez, number 2, checked in recently for the Utes. Duarte's going to take this one to the rack. Looking for the and one, but he will go to the line and shoot 2. Chris Duarte starting to warm up, and the Ducks have a 1-point lead in Salt Lake City. And floats it up to 7-footer Brandon Carlson. His first big basket of the game. It couldn't come at a better time for the Utes.
Carlson got relegated to the bench, and he's doing a really good job on the defensive end.
Williams has come up huge for the Ducks as he buries a 3.
For the Ducks. Under 2 minutes.
Look out.
Lawson gets a free throw.
That's too easy.
As the shot clock goes under 10.
Yeah, Jamal Bay did a good job getting his hand on that lob pass.
Duarte with 5 to shoot. Williams has to put it up. And he hits at the buzzer.
Well, you see Eric Williams Jr.
Perry, long-range 3. And Duarte comes up with it.
Yeah, he just beat Stevenson to the loose ball.
Lawson just kind of chucks up a prayer and it rattles through.
Figueroa. Now to Duarte, 7. Dishing underneath, and there is Chandler Lawson, the sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee.
What a
That's exactly what Coach Krzysztofiak would want them to do to start the game. And that's why they're up 8 points right now.
Duarte in the ring. He drives on Pelle Larsson. It's cut off. He kicks it out to Williams, and he buries the 3.
In the locker room.
Under 10 to shoot. Duarte gets pinned in. Tough 3. What a shot in the closing seconds of the first half.
Duarte's not in the play right now. He's hustling back in. That was good defense. It was better offense. Just under 45% last year. He's better than that so far this year from downtown.
He's got a game-high 14 now. Duarte fading and hits.
Adjustment there by Dana Altman. We didn't see Chris too much in that.
Under 2 to play. Duarte pulling up and connecting. Chris.
So the ball stays with the Ducks. Under 6 to play. All even at 22. Will Johnson now getting some time for head coach Dana Altman. So he's going deeper on his bench. And Will Johnson, great note about him as Duarte fires up a three and hits. Will Johnson's grandfather, UCLA Hall of Famer Marcus Johnson. And talking to Coach Altman today, did you notice when he mentioned the loss at Colorado and how he was like, well, we did score in the 70s. So is that a benchmark for the Ducks? They've got to get in the 70s. Duarte gets 2 more?
Yeah, it must be, because he was very adamant about saying that they had 70 points, so they scored
this season.
Raekwon Battle's going to get his shots up. It's just going to be a question. He's like Vinnie Johnson, the microwave. It's going or it's not going. He is not bashful.
Duarte gets an open window to heave one up, and he hits.
This Duarte shooting the ball very, very well. He came in 9 for 20, 3-point line. Good ball movement. That's a good pass right there. Real good look. Duarte.
They go at it in practice for sure. Duarte swishes a triple. And Katie, that's something that Tad Boyle talked about as well.
His teammate Horns was just underneath, wide open.
Duarte, that's a triple.
transition. The Utes are doing a great job keeping them out of transition, which is a huge part of their game plan.
No question about it. The Ducks have not really opened up the offense as of yet. Chris Duarte, deep range three. And Duarte hits his first shot. Duarte. Look at this.
You talk about, having to guard Alfonso Plummer and him being.
Duarte hits the front end.
And free throw discrepancy that you're talking about, 7 for 9 for the Ducks right now. Washington 1 for 1.
The only free throw for the Huskies, the three-point play.
So many areas, Oregon seems to have a huge advantage. I know it's an 11-point lead, maybe about to be 12, but it feels like a lot more of an advantage.
Up and running again, because early on, Viking, they look strong.
They look good, and then, this is what Oregon does. They score in bunches, they get stops, they turn you over, they score in bunches. This is what they do.
Duarte to the line now. 89% free throw shooter. Buries it. Had a great game when they needed him most. Remember how quiet he was the first 5 to 7 minutes when Utah went out to an 8-point lead, and then Duarte warmed up, hitting back-to-back threes. He's now sitting with 24 points. Make it 25.
Teams combined 0 for 9 from three-point land so far. Duarte on the cut, floating to the rim for 2.
Beautiful, and he gave.
Inbounded to Duarte. Strong take, fading away, puts it in.
That's a tough shot. I don't know what else you could do there if you're
on the shot clock. Estrada, Figueroa for 3. Well short. Duarte amongst the trees puts it down.
Much better offensive possession from the Ducks, too.
Omoruyi's shot is thrown into the fan, less benches. Duarte, beautiful play up and under for Chris Duarte. 8 points now. 3 or 4 just gorgeous dimes tonight for the Utes.
He's doing a great job tonight taking care of his teammates.
Duarte just blows past Timmy Allen to pick up 2 more. So Duarte out. Watch this for step. Boom.
That's tough.
For Larry Kostoviak. 57-56. Utes by 1. 9.5 to play in this one. Duarte cutting backdoor. Did a nice job with a fake on Pello Larson.
And that was a set play, and Duarte did a